Hi everyone, finally here I am for my first week update. I know it has been too long, but I am not kidding when I say how busy I have been. Hang on just a minute here. Let me fix this light here. Sorry. So, yeah, it has been an absolute roller coaster. Let me just start by saying, I watched so many videos, and if you have followed me through YouTube, you know this. You know that I constantly say, if you have made a video, I have watched it, and that is truth. I've prepared, I have researched, I have done all of these things to try to be ready for that first sale, for that first week. Well, let me just tell you, no amount of preparation could have ever remotely touched what I went through, because everybody's experience is going to be different. How you sell is not how I sell. Your method is different than mine, and nobody's is wrong. It's just different. So it helped me to watch a ton of videos and kind of get little ideas here and there. But until you are actually living it, you don't know what your method is going to be. And it's a little bit of a struggle to figure that out. I mean, it's fun, it's a lot of work, and especially, I would just want you to know that the first week is, or can be, torturous. Because like with mine, there was no sleep because everything was new. I know it's not going to be like that forever, but everything was just new. I had never invoiced anybody. I had never used Audrey's system. I had never shipped to anybody because I didn't even open my Dymo until like the night before I started my sales. So I didn't have a shipping system. I just so there was a lot of things that I didn't have in place, and I was so excited when I got my call, and then I was like, there's so many things that I have to do, there's so many things that I need to get done, and it was just this whirlwind. Like I didn't have enough hangers. I thought I bought enough hangers, but I miscalculated, so there's a lot of stuff that I still had folded. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just didn't like feeling unprepared. So let me tell you first what the packages are that I purchased, because I don't remember if I quite went over that in my last video. But what I did was, when I got my initial call, they asked me what package I wanted to purchase. So I got the first package, and I did not get the leggings add-on. So that first package was about $49.25. Then after you buy that package, they send you a receipt in your email. So you can open up that receipt and it'll show you exactly the quantity of which style and size you'll be receiving. So like for Carly's, they give you 10 of each between the sizes of like small to extra large or something like that. But you don't get 2X or 3X or the XX small. Same with Randy's. I think they gave you like 5 of each in the extra small to extra large range, so you don't get the 2 on the end on either side. So anyway, what I did for my second order is I went down those styles that came with my initial package and I filled in all the holes. If they didn't give me a size, I purchased that size, and I filled all those sizes up to 6. So even the Randy's, where they gave me 5 of some of the sizes, I just ordered an extra one. That way I would have no less than 6 of every size. Even the Carly's that came 10 each, I still only ordered 6 of the 2X and 3X and XX small. So if the initial gave me more than 6, I didn't buy any additional, but wherever it gave me none or less than 6, I built those up to 6. Then also in that second order I placed, I ordered 31 size and 30 TCs. So that's 2 15 packs of each. Tween was sold out, so I didn't get any of those. Then I also wanted to add perfects because I know that that's a really popular style of shirt. So I ordered all the sizes of perfects, 6 of each. Extra, extra small was out, so I couldn't order those. Then I ordered the Nicole dress because I really wanted another dress besides the Julia. And I had a lot of people requesting the Nicole. So I ordered 6 of each of the sizes of Nicole. The last thing that I ordered was the Sarah because I had a lot of people requesting that as well. And even though I live in Florida, I have a lot of friends in the northern colder states. Plus some of the Sarahs are very light, you know, and you can wear those just around your own home or if you work in an office and they keep it a little bit cool. It's also nice to wear if you're going out in the evening and there's just a slight, you know, a slight breeze. Some of them are really nice for that too. So I ordered, now for the Sarahs, I ordered 5 in each size. So that's the only one that I did not order 6. I ordered 5. Okay, so that is what I ordered. And that total came to, it was 5,000 something. So my total initial purchase was just over 10,000. I think it was like 10,059 or something like that. And the initial package comes with 290 pieces. The package that I ended up purchasing separate was a total of 265 pieces. So I almost got the same amount. So that's what I ordered in the beginning. And that was on the 31st. I have my planner here that I'm looking at to make sure that I have the right days. Let's see. The 30th. Yeah, so I got my call on the 30th. And my Q date was 12/12. I got my call on the 30th, so it was like 7 weeks exactly. So I ordered my stuff, and then I got, let's see, I got 2 boxes, no, I got 4 boxes on Friday the 3rd, and then I got 8 boxes on Monday the 6th. So 4 boxes came. So I got my stuff pretty fast because I ordered on the 30th, which was a Monday, and I got 4 boxes that Friday. Then I got the other 8 boxes the following Monday. Then, and that's a lot of stuff, guys. That is a lot of stuff. And you can't even prepare yourself for how much stuff that is. I'll do another video so that this one doesn't get too long because it probably already will be. I'll do another video on what I did when I got my initial inventory, kind of how I separated it and what I did. But I got all of that stuff and it was so fun. It was so fun. I had my mom here, my niece here, my aunt here, and it was just so much fun going through these boxes. I was so happy with what I got. I loved every print, every pattern. I was so excited and thrilled with what I got. I did get quite a few duplicates, but that's okay because some of the duplicates were things that sold, so I was able to throw, you know, something right back up in its place. You can also do swaps with local consultants, and that's a really great thing to do because it's almost like you get new inventory again. Okay, so since I got my 8 boxes on Monday, I really, really wanted to start right away. So on Tuesday, because I got the rest of my boxes on Friday the 6th, the following day on Tuesday, I had planned to do a live Facebook launch. And I was really excited because, I mean, I had just spent the last night like opening up a ton, like almost like 600 items of clothing. And I did my launch, and I was really nervous because, and maybe you guys went through this too, it's like you've prepared so much, but you still get that feeling like, what if nobody buys anything? What if nobody comes to my live? Or if you do an album, what if nobody comes to my album? What if nobody buys anything? And because this is a big risk. I mean, you're taking a big risk. It's not guaranteed. I mean, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're gonna have good sales or any sale. So I was really nervous, and I had been going live. You guys know this, who've been following me on Periscope or just watching me on Facebook. I go live all the time, it doesn't bother me. But right before that live sale, I was just shaking, like I was a mess. And thankfully, my niece was helping me. So what we did to prepare is I'll show you. I went to the dollar store and I got these buckets. And it's funny because I want to say like 28 of them. And while I was there getting these buckets, this girl stopped me and she said, "Are you wearing Lularoe?" And I said, "Yes, I am." She's like, "Oh, see, I told you." She was talking to her husband, and then they went on, and I was like, wait a second, this is like the perfect opportunity to give my business card. I'm launching tonight. So I was like, "Hey, excuse me, here's my business card. I'm actually launching on Facebook tonight." And she was like, "Oh, thanks." And she actually ended up buying something on my launch. So don't ever pass up an opportunity to hand out a business card. So I got those buckets. I think, like I said, I got 28 of them because that's all that there was. And I was thinking that would probably be enough. And what else did I get? I think that's it. That's really all I did to prepare. Oh, I did take everything out of the boxes. I hung everything up so it looked like what you see now. It was just a little less because I've grown since then. And I was planning on just going through the styles. Like, let's start with Randy's and go through the styles. I wasn't gonna take requests or say, what do you guys wanna see? I wanted it to be my show. And my show was going to be, here's my stuff. We're gonna look at it, we're gonna go through it. I was taking kind of a risk at that because I know a lot of people just show like 1 or 2 styles, maybe the next day show 1 or 2 things, or do some outfits, or they don't launch with a live, they launch with an album. So I already knew I was taking a big risk. I was promoting it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, and just throughout friends and family, on my business page. Let's see. So anyway, the night of the launch came, and it was just maybe a couple hours before, and I said, you know what? Let's do a practice run of just going through one style to see how long that'll take. So I started with my Randy's, and I talked like how I would talk during the live. Like, this Randy has these beautiful sleeves, a solid front. Randy's are a little bit more fitted. They're the shorter of the shirts, and number 323 or whatever. So I went through the whole style of Randy's, and it took almost 30 minutes. And I wasn't going slow. I mean, that's about the pace I was going. Then I'd say, all right, and the next one is this one, and it looks like this, number 427, and I'd put it back. And I was talking to my niece, I was like, Katera, I can't do the whole inventory if one style takes 30 minutes because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 styles. And I was like, that's gonna take forever. Nobody's gonna watch like a 10-hour show. But it was like down to the, now we're like an hour to the show, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've already told people that I have, all this new item, this inventory I'm gonna show them. I was really freaking out. And so it came down to it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna go with what I planned with all along. I wanted to start from the beginning. We'll just see how it goes, because maybe people will leave, maybe they'll come back, maybe I'll get new people. It's not a requirement that you watch an entire show. So that's what I did. I got online. She was sitting on the ground here in front of the buckets, and I told her, when I hand you something, put it in a bucket. That way we can keep it separated for people that may buy multiple things. And so we began. I think I started actually with the Perfects, because I'm like, that's a really popular shirt right now. I started with the perfects, and I initially got 85 people watching me, and like I think one shirt sold, and I was like, okay, so at least I've sold one thing. And then I did the classics, and I think like 2 things sold, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like almost an hour into this and I've only sold 3 things. And I knew that I had already lost a week of February, and February is a short month because I started my sale on the 7th, so I lost a full week. And I really wanted to cruise qualify in February, but losing a week and only selling 3 items is not even gonna get me close. So, you know, as the sale went on, I started loosening up, just because I was nervous in the beginning, and then I started selling, and then more shirts were selling, and then I went over to the leggings because I felt like I really didn't have a lot of leggings. I only had 30 of each, and I was like, why didn't I buy more leggings? So I did them in groups. Like I did a couple shirt styles, and then I'd say, okay, let's do some leggings, and I would do like 10 one size and 10 TC, and then I'd switch back to like doing Cassie's and Julia's, and then those sold, and then I'd do another 10 TC and another 10 one size, and then I'd go over and do like Carly's and Lindsay's, and then I'd come back and do like the last 10 TC and the last 10 one size. And if people came on and said, hey, can you show me the classics again, I would just say, you can shop the replay. We're just going through all the inventory right now. So I never backed up because I was afraid I would lose the people who had been here with me from the beginning. And if they saw that I was now going to go back to the beginning, they might just leave. So I just said, tonight, just go ahead and watch the replay. You can shop the replay. So I started going through everything, and people were just buying and buying, and it was amazing. I mean, Katera was down here with 28 buckets. They were full. So then she started trying to make little piles on the floor so we wouldn't get confused. And then she had no more floor space for the piles. So then she just started throwing them on top of the buckets. I wish that I had a picture of this because it looked like a mess down there. And I was like, oh my goodness, how are we ever gonna like separate all of this? Oh my gosh, I was just like, this is going to be a headache. And people were just commenting sold and sold and sold, and I was like just throwing things at her. And this is the first time she had ever done anything like this, so she's doing the best that she can. Meanwhile, she's trying to monitor the solds on Facebook because, you know, there's a lag, so she would have to pick out who said sold first and all this stuff, or answer questions so that I didn't have to go backwards. Like if somebody said, what was the size of 323, she could find it and tell it to them. So please get an assistant. That's like, I can't stress enough to you, get an assistant. Even if your sale isn't as big as this, it's still good to have somebody else to help you. So we were just going through, I mean, it was insane. And we got down to about, it was like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I got a notice from Facebook saying you have 30 minutes left. And I was like, Facebook kicks you off at 4 hours? So I was like, okay guys, we have 30 minutes left. I still have like 3 styles to show you. So I grabbed my Sarah's and I ran them over, and I was like, here's this one. And I was just quick on the description because a lot of people already knew what they were. And we were just all having fun. And I was like, this Sarah's blah, blah, blah. And then I think I sold like 3 or 4 Sarah's. So I threw them down, grabbed my Lindsay's, ran over, and I was like, this Lindsay is this, and sold a couple Lindsay's. And then I think I had like, I said, okay, we have 3 minutes left. And I went to go grab, what did I get? I can't remember what I got. Oh, somebody said, maybe it was Nicole's. I can't remember. And I was showing them, and I said something like 30 seconds remaining. And then somebody put, okay, sold 162, 155, and 326. I guess they had been writing them down because maybe they had wanted to see them later, but they decided to just go ahead and buy them. And I was like, all right, sold. And then I was like, if I get cut off from you guys, thank you so much for shopping with me. I had a blast. And then it shut off. And I posted it. And I just like closed my eyes, and I was like, wow, that was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I could not have even imagined it going better than it did. I just can't. And so then I looked down at my pile, and as happy as I was to have sold so much, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I opened up my Google Doc, my Google Drive or whatever, and I thought, okay, as soon as one invoice comes in, I will find that item, pull it, and I was just hoping that they were specific on their Google Doc, you know, with the item number and the description. Because like I said, by the end, she was just throwing things on a pile. And so I was like, okay, as soon as one invoice, we'll do this one at a time. As soon as one invoice comes, or Google Doc response comes in, I'll pull that item, and then we'll wait for the next one, and then I'll pull that one. So I opened up my computer, and I already had like 20 or 30 like Google Doc responses, and I was like, and every time I would get two, like 2 more would come in, and then there's like 4 more, and I was like, I'm gonna be up all night. I thought maybe I could get everybody invoiced, and like if anybody had paid, I could get their shipping ready for the next day. And this was a Tuesday. My husband goes to work during the week, so I'm like, I'm not getting any sleep. So I was up literally all night. I did not sleep. I was up when he got up around 5:30 or 6 to go to work, and he was like, you need to go to sleep. I'm like, I'm still invoicing. So I was like, still pulling things. There was a few things that were really confusing, because like for their description, they would just put leggings, and I'm like, what size? Like what number? Leggings doesn't help me. So those I would wait till the last and see what was left over. And then Tuesday, you know, and I have 4 kids. I have 2 sets of twins. The little ones are 2, the older ones are 4. I don't have a lot of extra time where I could just, you know, take a long, leisurely morning slumber and then, you know, do the rest of it later. I worked like, I got them up, and then when they did their nap, I invoiced some more, and then I'm checking people off as they're paying. And then when my husband came home, I just ran into my office and I started packing, and I knew I was gonna be up all night then. So my niece came over again, and she ended up staying with me till about midnight, helping me package that first initial order. Because I had never done packing before. I'd never shipped anything. So using everything was brand new. And when you're brand new, you're slow. And when you have a ton of things, it just magnified. I was very happy. I was very blessed to have this work to do, but at the same time, I was just exhausted. So she came over Wednesday night and stayed till about midnight. I didn't get any sleep Wednesday night either, because I was packing, because I was like, I have to get these out by Thursday. The sale was Monday. The sale was Tuesday. I was still invoicing like throughout Wednesday and trying to pack and everything. So I was not gonna go to sleep Wednesday night till everything that had been paid was packaged. And then I had this massive box for my husband to take in and dump off at the post office Thursday morning. And then Thursday, invoices were still coming back. So I was still packing. It felt like the never-ending packing story. And I was still sending stuff out from that initial sale on like Friday. And anyway, it was crazy. So Tuesday night I launched. Then Wednesday I didn't do anything. I had planned to do a Periscope, but I was just so crazy busy from that first night that I had to focus on getting those people's stuff out to them. So Wednesday I didn't do anything. Thursday, I actually got I think I got a box of leggings that day. And so so we did a live sale on Thursday and with the leggings, and I sold, from my launch sale, I sold about 90 pieces. On this sale, I sold about 20. Then after this sale, we went straight over to Periscope, where we sold another like 10 items. And that was Thursday. then Friday, Friday I was like, oh, let me do a pear soap sale in the middle of the day and just kind of sell some leggings. I didn't sell anything. It was embarrassing. I had a lot of people come on and chat with me, but I didn't sell anything. And let's see, something else happened. Oh, Friday. So then Friday I spent the whole time taking pictures because I was going to do an album sale on Saturday. Taking pictures is no joke. It is no joke. It is not fun. It is a ton of work. And I've watched a ton of videos where people say it is a ton of work and you just don't understand how much work it is. It's not hard. It's just a lot of work. I mean, thankfully I sold so much the first couple sales that I didn't have to take pictures of. But man, and here's a tip, get the tiniest mannequin you have. Thankfully I did because my sponsor told me to, because those little Nicoles, if you have Nicoles, it is a nightmare to get those extra smalls even on the tiniest mannequin, and then you're struggling to get them off and you don't want to stretch them out, so it was just awful. Plus you have to deal with lighting and how do you want to set your pictures up. Yeah, I started Friday afternoon with my mom and aunt helping me, then they stayed until evening, they left. I stayed up Friday, I didn't go to bed. Do you see a trend here? I didn't go to bed like basically all week. I took pictures, then I was still taking pictures in the morning. My mom and aunt came back over Saturday and I was like, I'm not gonna get this done for my album sale. And so I was taking pictures, and like 3 hours before my album sale, I finally got all the pictures taken. I was uploading them slowly to Facebook because I didn't want to go to Facebook jail, because how horrible would that be on my album launch if I had to go into Facebook jail. So thankfully, I did not. Launched the album sale, and I really thought it would do better than it did, but I didn't really advertise it that much. I just did like one kind of post saying, hey, my album is going up in a couple hours. So I think that was my downfall on that. When I usually advertise everywhere, I don't know what, I think I was just lack of sleep. I was exhausted. I was so busy. I literally was working every single free second that I had. I was working. So on that album sale, I only sold, I think, 13 things. And I was kind of bummed out about that, but my sponsor said, hey, your live was so amazing that you should be happy that more things sold from an initial inventory. I mean, I hadn't gotten anything new except for some leggings. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Plus, during the week, I had a couple people come over and actually shop in my boutique. So that kind of made up for the lack of sales on my album. And then that was Saturday. I took the album down on Sunday. And then Monday I got a box. Let's see, was it Monday? Monday I got a box. And I did a quick shop the box. And that produced a couple sales. And then on Tuesday, Tuesday would have started my week 2. Okay, so that's where we'll stop. We'll stop with Monday, my little shop the box where I just sold a couple things. So now we're 30 minutes in and you're like, but what did you sell? Okay, so for my first week, I'll give you my first week's numbers because it did actually take like a couple days after the first week to post. My first week selling, I sold 222 items, and that was for a total of $7,306.25 in 1 week. Exactly 1 week. How crazy is that? If I wasn't so exhausted right now, I'd probably be crying. And you guys know this who follow my YouTube videos that I cry easy. But I feel like I'm just so tired. I'm kind of delirious. Like, it hasn't really hit me yet. It's crazy. It's crazy. Maybe you watched my first video, which is like really lame. Don't go back and watch it. But I was like, maybe I'll maybe I'll do really good. Maybe I won't. But I am so happy with those numbers because I worked so hard, and my goal for that first week was $6,000. And my sponsor told me to write it down. Write what your goal is, and so I did. I wrote it on my planner. My goal is $12,000 the first month. And so that means that, and then I broke it down here, I basically needed to sell 286 pieces, and then 96 pieces a week, or whatever, 5 sales a week. I just wrote it down so that every day I would look at it and say, what do I have to do today to meet that daily goal? But I knew since I missed a week in February, I had to make it up in that second week. So that's why I had to make $6,000 in sales, because I really wanted to cruise qualify my first month. And so then, so I accomplished that goal and then some. I got like $1,300 over my goal. So I was so proud, and I honestly think it was everything that I did to prepare, to advertise, to really promote. I feel very confident that that helped me. I don't think, or I'm very proud that I can look back and say, I don't think that there's anything I could have done better or pushed harder on. I am proud of every single thing that I did. I attacked everything 100%. I gave all of my time to it. I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I had to do to get there. That doesn't guarantee sales. That doesn't guarantee I will sell anything. But at least, even if I didn't reach my goal, at least I knew I did everything in my power to try to reach that goal. And I did. And I actually did better than my goal. So that is a really good feeling to see that return when you have worked so hard. Not only that, but here's the other thing that really made it even better. During my live, I had a ton of people watching that have been following me on Periscope and YouTube and Facebook. And some of them didn't buy anything, and that's fine. But they were saying things like, you are doing great, Shauna. I am so proud of you. I've been following your journey. And that was, I can't even tell you. That was like so fulfilling, because I had said from the beginning that that's what I wanted. I wanted people to go on this journey with me. I wanted to make friendships and make relationships and focus on customer service. And by them even just coming on to watch and cheer me on, that was amazing. So if you're watching this and you are one of those people, thank you. It truly made my night. It helped calm my nerves. I got a lot of messages afterwards saying, you did so great. I had a lot of fun watching you. I'm so proud of you for accomplishing this. And that is such a wonderful feeling. It is so amazing to know that these people who I really don't know, in my personal life, have invested their time in watching me and rooting for me to do well. And that is a really, really great feeling. So again, thank you guys. Thank you for all of the notes. Thank you for the messages. I really appreciate it. And without you guys and gals following me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have this blessing. I wouldn't have these numbers. I'm blown away. So we are now, my first week ended February 13th. We are now on February 18th. Today's the 18th. So let's see, for the past couple days, the past week, I've done a couple Shop the Boxes, another live. I tried Periscope 2 more times and I got no sales. I was really surprised. I thought that I would do pretty well on Periscope, so there's something that I'm missing and I gotta figure it out. But my group has still been really good. I've done well on the Shop the Boxes, and I'm just trying to keep inventory coming because everybody wants to see new stuff. So I'm ordering daily. I'm ordering after every party so that basically every day I can say, guys, I got a new box, let's go through it. And that's exciting. It's exciting for me, it's exciting for them. I'm constantly inviting people over to shop in my room. I haven't had a ton of people, but I've had a few. I did my first hosted I had a host do a Facebook party, and unfortunately it didn't go so well. But I have another one tonight, and I did another album sale. I opened it last night, Friday. Today is Saturday. It's still open. I'll probably leave it open till Sunday. So if you want to go check it out, Lularoe Shauna W. And that album sale is doing way better than my first one because I advertised it and I promoted it and everything. So I'm not even done with week 2 yet, and I still have quite a few sales that I can get done in the next 3 days. So what I'm projecting, this could be a big projection, but we'll see, is that I reach cruise qualification by the end of week 2. Maybe. Because right now it's Saturday. I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday to go. I have 3 days to go. Tonight I have a party, a hosted party. Sunday let's see. Sunday I have a new box that I've been saving, so I'll do a Shop the Box on Sunday. Monday I will have another box, so I'll do another Shop the Box. And then I also have a party that evening in my house. So we'll see if I'm able to cruise qualify in just 2 weeks. That's what I'm hoping for. If I don't, that's fine. My ultimate goal was to cruise qualify by the end of the month. So, but I'm just gonna push. I'm pushing hard to see what I can do. Because, like I said, my sponsor told me to write this down. And if you don't write it down, you don't know what you need to accomplish, because you could sit back like that party. Let's see, when I did a Periscope live on Friday afternoon, nothing sold. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just try next time. And I was like, no, I have to fulfill a certain amount of sales, like per day, otherwise the next per day sales go up. So I came up with something really fast, and I put some outfits together, and I sold a couple things, I had some people come over, and then I made my daily sales goal. But had I not written that down, I would have just chalked it up to, it's just a bad day, I'll try again tomorrow. But if I just tried again tomorrow, I would have had to work twice as hard in one day. Do you see what I mean? So this is my calendar. I have it, like you can see, everything is full. Everything is full. I don't know, I've started on March, but it's not too terribly full now, but it will be, and that is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to have something to do with Lularoe, some kind of sale every single day. And you ask, well, what about family time? I mean, I do have 4 little kids and a husband. The first week, I'll be honest, I didn't really see them that much. But thankfully, I have a very supportive husband, and he has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I could not do any of this if I didn't have his support. But like I said, I'm gonna do something every day. Now, on a day when I do want to kind of take a break and be with my family, what I plan on doing is throwing up maybe some outfit sales and maybe some roulette leggings for a unicorn leggings. So maybe just 8 or 9 participants, and maybe 6 or 7 outfits. I can take those pictures the previous day, and then on, you know, whatever day I want to take up, I can throw those up there and maybe get a couple sales. That way I'm still being productive, but I'm not having to aggressively check Facebook and, you know, do a live sale or an album or something. So basically, it's all about what you put into it. If you want those high numbers, if you have high goals that you're setting, you need to put in a lot of work. You cannot just sit down and expect to sell everything in your room. Now, Lularoe is amazing. People will want to buy it even if you don't promote it, but it's not going to give you the high goals. And maybe your goals aren't as high as mine, and that's totally fine. Everybody has what they need to accomplish. But you have to know that whatever your goals are, you are going to have to work towards that. And it's, you know, it's not hard, but it's time consuming, and you need to be able to be a self-starter, self-motivated, a multitasker, and you need to have that drive that when you get tired, or when things get backed up, or maybe you mess something up, you don't give up. You fix it, you push through. So these are all things that, thankfully, you know, I was in the military, and that's a lot of things that I have learned from being in the military. So that has helped me a lot. The last thing, because I know this is getting long, and I appreciate you sticking with me, the last thing is, like I said before, I have started a team, which I am so happy about. And I have a few girls with me so far. I can't wait to see what they do. They're now in the January and February queues, and one of them is probably going to get a call in the next week or two. I am doing my best to motivate them, to give them training on things that frustrated me when I was in the queue, because it's all fresh in my mind. I remember the frustrations. I remember not knowing how to do this, or how should I set this up, or what do I need to buy, because I just went through it, and I know from that experience, you know, the advice to give. So I really like that I am able to relate to them easier that way. And if you want to join my team, I would love to have you. I would love to grow my team. I would love to give you all of my my knowledge and my help and my guidance to help you get on your way to your own Lularoe business. Because in the very beginning, I had those questions of doubt, like, this is a lot of money. Is it too saturated? Am I gonna sell anything? There's like 20 other consultants in my city. You know, all of these things. Those are all the doubts that I had, and I did it. I overcame them, and I did it. And of course I have moments of, you know, pity and doubt still. I mean, and nervousness. If you didn't, then you might not be human. But those are the feelings that if you push past them, you will achieve greater things. So it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to, you know, have a little cry in your pillow. But you get it out and you move on, and you look for support from supportive people. So I would love to be that support for you. I want people to be where I am and greater, because I love watching people succeed. I love watching people who work very hard succeed. And I would love to help you with that. So I will put my links below. If you are interested in joining my team, I will put that link below as well. Or if you'd like to email me and chat, we could do that as well. So all of that stuff is below. If you liked this video, please subscribe, share, like, comment, whatever you want to do. And I will put up another video about my process of how I did my live and exactly like how I set up my room and everything. I also have a video that I want to do, which is, you know, one of the top 10 things that I wish that I had or hadn't done. in the queue. So I do have those videos coming. I'm so sorry this one took that long and that it is 45 minutes long, but if you watched it, thank you. Guys, thank you so much for following me and giving me your messages. I truly, truly appreciate it. And yeah, you guys, I'm just like, did I miss anything? Is there anything else I wanted to tell you? I don't think so. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.